Hey guys, welcome back to Charlie and me, our camping vlog, the van build project 2 Overlander, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue. Gary'sGlue.ie is the place to go, although Gary's Glue is now available in some stores around the country and especially in Dublin City and in parts of County Tipperary as well at the moment. So what have we got for you today? Well, as we know, the Overlander needs a kitchen of some device and some kind of storage. So I got in touch with a company in the UK called Campercars. Well, in fact, they got in touch with Chris of the Camping Crew podcast to see if we wanted to promote or at least review some of their products. Now, they make products for example, let's say you have an events estate and you like to go to the beach with the kids and you're sick of just bringing a little cooker. They make a unit that will slip into the boot of your car that when you pull it out, there's a cooker, pull it out again, there's a sink, and then there's a bit of storage. Brilliant idea. They make them double width that you can actually have a bed if you want to go stealth camping in your estate car. You give them the make and model of your car and they tell you what's available. In fact, if you go onto their website, campercars.co.uk, down the bottom there's a list of practically every car that their unit will fit into. Now, I wanted to get Tommy, our carpenter friend that helped us with the van build, the Beba, you know, he's good at wood. I wanted him to build me this unit. And the unit I had in my head was that it would be half the width of the boot of the Jeep, and that we would pull it out and there would be cooking, and pull it out and there would be washing facilities, and it would have storage. I originally wanted it that we could then actually sit in the Jeep, but then that was all knocked on the head when we couldn't get a Defender. It was really knocked on the head when we got rid of the Disco and ended up with the Sport that we have now. So I got in touch with campercars.co.uk and I said, hey guys, I'm doing this. Your product is exactly what I want. How about we do a deal? Now, they didn't give me one for free, but they did give me one slashed. Price was absolutely reduced, possibly just less than 50% reduced. In sterling, the whole lot, had to pay some import duty, but it was still worth it. So today's video is putting it together. It comes in kit form, so you are now going to watch me open that box for the first time, see what's in it, put it out on the bench. I'm possibly going to have to take out a camping table to have some room, and we're going to put it together. In this video, we are not fitting it into the car, into the Jeep, but we are going to put this unit together. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so the bag with all the screws had burst. So I wanted to make sure that I got all of the screws and all of the fixtures and fittings. So what I have now is I've everything out of the box. It comes with a water pump. It comes with a collapsible sink. I've put them over on the other bench. I'm now going to read the instructions, which are quite good now, in fairness. I have watched a video of the guys at the Campercars put this together. So they've given you a list. It's very, very good. Bit of a letter first of all, and then the instructions on how to put what runners, because there are 2 or 3 sets of different runners. There are different sets of screws. Instructions look very good. There's about 10 pages, so I'm going to go and read through them, and then I'll set the cameras up again in such a way that you can see me put it together, and we'll do it on the time lapse. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I've read the instructions, and they're straightforward enough, but he does recommend in his opening letter that you watch the video. Now, I've watched the video twice of them putting it together. So what I've actually done now is I've got the video on my phone and I'm watching him doing it because he actually made a mistake, Jordan, at the beginning of the video. I made the same mistake. So what I have now is loosely put together the 2 sides, the bottom plate, the shelf and the back. I've no rails screwed in and I'm not screwing in anything. So I'll just keep the camera going, but I'll be watching his video while doing what he's doing, okay? Okay, so what I have now is the 2 sides, the back, a top shelf, the bottom shelf, a front piece and a little piece that goes in the front here. So that is box one. It comes in 3 sections. That's the main box. Then there's going to be a drawer that pulls out for the sink, and then there's going to be a drawer that pulls out for the kitchen unit, for the cooker unit. So I'm going to continue with the video, and I'll keep popping in and showing you how much we've done as we go along. So what campercars.co.uk suggests now, that's box one. I'm going to now actually take off both these sides and fit the sliding rails to them that will be taking box 2 and 3. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I'm watching the video and I was screwing on the slides, which are fabulous slides. I'd say they hold a heavy friend. I couldn't get them to line up. I watched the video again. I couldn't get them to line up. I had made sure that I didn't make the mistake he made by putting the wrong sides on front to back. A friend of mine, Pa, he's actually over there reading the instructions just to make you laugh at me. He's actually not reading them. He's just looking at the flipping pictures. He came in and he looked at it. He walked around, he took it. Now, bear in mind, Pa has not seen this before. And he went, those sides are on wrong. And I went, no, Pa, watch. And we screwed the rails on. I put the side up and the sides were on wrong. So we took off the rails, we turned them the other way. And now the slides are working. So I'll show you what we have here. So we have of all the parts here. So we have the box here with the top on it, the middle on it. On these sides, we have the sliders, and that's where the sink unit will go. And I'm about to lift this. Actually, I'm about to screw this together, lift it out of the way, and then put on the sliders, I think, for the sink. And I just want to notice that you get gold screws for the slide runners, and then you get these screws, which I would have thought were Phillips. Actually, I'll show you on this camera. I would have thought these were Phillips, but they're not. They're those hex things. But Camping Cars send you a hex adapter for your drill. Right, so I'm going to screw these together. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got the first unit made. It comes in 3 units. The next unit is the sink unit. Now, in all due respect, and my buddy Pa put it together while I was screwing that together, and he also put together the unit that takes the 3rd unit, which takes the cooker. It's basically just a drawer, to be honest. And then he said to me, look at that, look at that. I said, geez, Pa, thanks for that. And then he took it apart and said, here, there's the instructions. So I am now going to put together the 2nd part of the drawer. Then we'll screw it together, put it in, and then we'll put together the final part, screw it together, put it in. So let me set the camera up again for this part. This part, I should have really watched him, looks a lot easier than that part because there's less parts. But in saying that, we don't know what these are for, although I think Pa figured out what they were for. I saw him messing over there. I was watching him, so I'll take a look at that later on. Let's go and put the sink unit together. So the last piece of the puzzle is, we've got box 1, box 2. This is the drawer that takes the cooker, which is the final run. And we got to piece this together like so. This also has the front door with the logo on it, which will go on And these go in there. These all have to be screwed together. And there are little struts to hold that. So let me screw these together and I'll get back to you in a second. So this is the Camping Cars Camper Cook. It's the smaller version. They do one that's double the width and you can sleep on the top of it. This has storage up here. My friend Pa suggested that I put a mesh on this side, on the other side and on the back side, and I could put dividers in for putting fruit and stuff in because it's very shallow between here and here. It's literally only the length of my nail. Anyway, let me show you this. I have to hold on to it because it gets top heavy. When you pull it out, you've got your sink. Now, there is a collapsible sink that goes with this. Excuse me, standing in front of the camera. And that collapsible sink is there, and it goes in there. As part of the kit, you get a USB water pump. You stick the hose through the hole that's here. There is also, you have to put your hand in here, another hole here, and then you just pull your water hose down all the way. Whoops, I hadn't got it actually secured onto this. I'm going to have to heat this just to put it on. It doesn't come connected, but you pull your water hose down through here, dip it into your little bucket of water, push the USB after it's charged, and she pours water into your sink. In fact, I think this can go on two ways. Possibly that way would be better. I'm going to have to heat this hose up to put it onto that once and for all. But when it's there, and you've got your water, and then you pull out again and your cooker goes there. Remember, this is going to be strapped into your car through these little loops. There's two at the front, there's two at the back. You get ratchet straps with it and you strap it into the boot of your car. I don't have the Overlander out here with me today, but that's another video when I show you us fitting this into the Overlander. That was a long video, even with the sped up bits. Thank you to the guys at, and I'll put their details here, campercars.co.uk. They do deliver to Ireland. I paid €138 customs and excise duty on that. Check out their website, campercars.co.uk, for all of the details of the different models they have. If you have an estate car and you like to do a bit of off-grid, or even just going to the beach during the summers, these things lift in and lift out. And as you see, if you've got a gas cooker, if you've got a little 5-10 gallons of water, it's brilliant. I've got to be honest. Okay, awkward, finicky to put together. I would suggest watching the video and doing it bit by bit with the video, and I would suggest having a second pair of hands. Thank you to my friend Pa. He just happened to be walking past getting some work done in the car, and he dropped in, and I've got to be honest, I was getting ready to head home and take a break. It's all done now. Thank you for watching the van build, Project 2 Overlander, with thanks to our sponsored Gary's Glue, garysglue.ie. I don't know what part is next, but there will be more build videos from this season. From me, I'm Aaron from Charlie and Mir Camping Vlog. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.